In 2001, when we looked at our data in terms of just our demographics and specifically how many students we had approximately 12,000 students in 2001. And this entire presentation is going to be posted on our website, and this presentation is going to be made available also by DVD. So if you want to review any of the information, you can, but it will be on our website in RFP form so that you will be able to look at the charts and you will be able to examine the data. So I'm going to be going through these quickly, but I do want you to have a point of reference that you can always go back and you'll be able to look at the information that is here. We had approximately 12,000 students just 10 years ago, and we find ourselves in the position now, 10 years later, where the district has shrunk by 50%. And I say that to people very oftentimes because I have to give the wake-up call and sound the alarm that people aren't having such an incredible experience, but they're just saying, you know what, I'm having such a good time, my children are so well educated here, but you know what, because I am so generous and out of the kindness of my heart, I am going to give my seat to someone else. They've given their seats to someone else during that 10-year trajectory because they lost faith in what we were able to deliver. And we have to look at the data. The data must inform the decisions that we make. And we can't be blind to the data. So when we start looking at innovation, we start looking at innovation from the standpoint of we are shrinking. And we're not shrinking just because people have moved away. And people love to say very casually, oh, well, you know what, it's because of the auto industry. There are so many students that have moved away from us, and that is the reason that our district is downsizing. Well, of course, as long as I have been in Pontiac, one of the things that I have come to understand is that when one or two people pass a rumor, it becomes the gospel. And if you don't delve into the data for yourself, you won't know the real answer. I think that one of the things that I have to applaud this board on, I have to applaud our president on, is that our governance team wants to be shaped by data. They want our district to be run based on the data that informs the decisions that we are making. We're not making decisions because it's a feel-good proposition. We're making decisions because the data informs us that that's the direction that we have to move in. So with that said, we started to look over time at where our students were going. And we saw that in 08-09 alone, Pontiac Academy for Excellence had 1,141 of our students. The Walton Charter Academy has 732 of our students. The West Bloomfield School District has 759 of our students. Waterford School District has 484 of our students. The Arts and Technology Academy of Pontiac has 390 of our students. Should I go on? I just want us to understand that we can, as a community, say, you know what, we'll just keep doing the same thing the same way, but we will expect different results, or we can do something to stop the hemorrhaging in our school district. And the hemorrhaging is only going to stop because people, one, have other options. We are not in the day that as long as you live in the Pontiac boundary, you are compelled and you must have Pontiac schools as your only public school option. And people have shown with their feet what they are concerned about. And it's very interesting when our team first came and people say, oh, how horrible of you. You are, talking about layoffs. Well, you need students to have teachers. And that was a common sense proposition. And what we have to do is recreate our school district so that our school district can be a viable place for students to come and be engaged. You only have one time as a parent to have your child be a third grader. You only have one time in life that your child is going to be a 10th grader, hopefully. You have that one chance, that one opportunity. And what we have to do as a school district is create such a sterling, dynamic, uncompromised type of curriculum and program that students are running. They are running to us like a man runs after water in a desert. We have the opportunity to create that. And I always say that success is not something that is serendipitous. It doesn't just happen. But success is an intentional act of will. And so we have the opportunity to create the type of success that we want to create in our school district. When we look at our budget, of course, we know that in Michigan, many of the school districts in our state have deficits. And why do they have deficits? Because the funding that we have for our schools is based on the number of students that you have in your district. So as we have lost students over the years, and as we have lost students, as we can see, just over this trajectory from 2003-4 to 2008 and 9, we see that we have a shrinking budget, and that budget is shrinking because of loss of students.